1099 versus W-2s, the pros and cons of both, and how to classify your company. It could be super difficult on how to classify the people within your company, and it could be very deep penalties if you make the wrong choice between a 1099 and a W-2. But having gone through this myself several times over again and talking to attorneys extensively, I can give you some tips on how to stay out of hot water and not make big mistakes. So let's get into the show. What's up, guys? My name's Chris with Warrior Consulting, and I work with entrepreneurs nationally and internationally to start, build, grow, and scale their business to the multi-million-dollar mark and beyond. And guess what? Today, I want to show you guys some love, specifically to those of you that love my content. And for anybody that loves my content and wants a free guide on how to scale as an entrepreneur, all you have to do is drop the word entrepreneur below, and I'm going to give you a free copy of my guide and video, Scaling Entrepreneur. I'm estimating around $10,000 worth of video and content I'm giving away this year, specifically just to you guys that like my content and comment with entrepreneur below to hook you guys up so you guys are winning too. So if you want this guide, drop entrepreneur below. I'm going to take care of the rest and hook you guys up. And with that said, let's get into the show. Okay, number one, a 1099 is an independent contractor, and said independent contractor pays their own employment tax. That's what a 1099 is. A 1099, like I said, is an independent contractor. And if you're employing that independent contractor when you pay that 1099, you are not withholding their employment tax. They are responsible for paying their own employment tax. So that is one of the major differences between having a W-2 and a 1099. In regards to a W-2, which is an employee, an employer withholds payroll tax from their earnings. Meaning, if you pay your employee $1,000 a week, you're actually withholding X amount of dollars for many things. I shouldn't say many things, but a few things, to include their employment tax. This is the biggest difference when it comes to paying a W-2 and a 1099. Now, the interesting part about both is we're going to get into which one would be best for your business by the relationship had with said 1099 and said W-2 and what's best for your business. The biggest difference between an employee and an independent contractor comes down to the degree of control that you have over the worker or the amount of independence that they have within your organization or outside of your organization. I know that's very vague and it's tough to understand, but the key piece, the key takeaway is if you have a W-2, you have complete control over that employee. If you have a 1099, you do not have complete control over that person, or in this case, that entity, because they are an independent contractor. If you have a 1099 in your company, not only do you not have control or complete control over this person or entity, but you're also not paying their unemployment, their Social Security, or their Medicaid or Medicare, depending on the age of the individual. Fundamentally, you are not paying the benefits from the government to this individual. And in contrast, if they are a W-2, you are paying their unemployment, Social Security, and medical in this case. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with this, okay? Now that we understand the fundamentals and the basics of a 1099 and a W-2 and how they basically become part of your organization, the interesting part is this, okay? I'm going to warn you. You need to be very careful on how you classify the people within your company. When I say classify, I mean as a 1099 contractor or as W-2, because if you make the wrong decision and it's found out that it's wrong through the state or the federal government, you're in trouble. You're going to have to pay a lot of back taxes. You're going to have to pay a lot of garnished wages. You're going to have to pay a lot of government fees, if you will, for the government programs and that time allotted that that person worked for you that you didn't pay, like Social Security, like medical, and unemployment. So I'm warning you to be very, very careful on how you classify these types of people in your company. And some of the best things you could do is consult with a consultant, consult with an attorney, consult with a friend who owns businesses, anyone who might know a little bit, but definitely a professional to put you in the right direction so you don't step on a massive landmine. I hope this helps you guys. Guys, if you have any questions about this topic, all right, drop them in a comment below because I've been through this and I want to be able to help you understand if you are classifying them correctly within your company, incorrectly, or if you are a W-2 and 1099 in a company and think there might be some problems. Drop a comment below. Definitely hit subscribe. Definitely hit that like button and hit that bell so you get notifications of when we drop this hot fire for everybody to watch.